Shalom, bruchim habaim. How are you? Welcome to this video. In this video, we are gonna find an answer to the question, why is there so much passive voice used in Hebrew speaking news? And maybe even in general, you have been wondering already why, in certain moments, Hebrew uses the passive voice when, from your point of view and from the point of view of the mother tongue you are speaking, there is actually no need for that. Why make things complicated? Grab a coffee, lean back, we're going to find an answer to that. Why is there so much passive voice in Hebrew? My name is Ruth Avni. They also call me the verb queen. Hebrew verbs are just my passion and my mission to explain. Yes, they are possible. And no, I'm not a native speaker. I did not grow up with Hebrew, and I am living proof that mastering Hebrew verbs is possible. So we are going to dive right into, and the examples that I'm using in this video are actually from the weekly lessons that I sent out last Thursday. So this way you also get a little bit an idea what I'm talking about in my weekly lessons offered for all levels. So when we want to answer this question, then let me answer with what Hebrew is not doing. Hebrew does not choose binyanim randomly. And especially in this context, when you are wondering, why is it passive? We could just use the active, right? The active voice. Well, then the reason is that Hebrew chooses where to put the attention, and that changes things. And now we come to the example I have already mentioned. They are from last week's lessons, in which we talked about the Nobel Peace Prize that was awarded to Maria Corina Machado. In English, we have this very simple sentence: Maria received the prize. Okay, even in Hebrew, it's quite simple. Maria kibla et hapraz. That's it. Now, let's have a closer look. Received, kibla, this is the active voice. How did we get there? Well, it is from the verb to receive, lekabel, which is pl. And when we now ask the question, where does the attention go in that phrase? Well, it's very evident. It goes to the person, to Maria. And that is the reason why we use the active voice. That's it. Okay? So, if we now say the prize was awarded to Maria, then in Hebrew we say הפרס הוענק למריה. Stay with me. I'm going to explain it. Okay. הוענק is passive voice. Okay. How did we get there? Well, in the active infinitive, it is להעניק, הפעיל. And you might be wondering, wait. Before you jump into explanations, why do we need another verb at all? Why can't we just use to receive in the passive voice? Why are you changing verbs here? Okay, this is because Hebrew is using to receive, the concept of to receive differently than English. And that is the reason why I actually make a new video only about that. I don't want to mix concepts here. In this video, I want to concentrate on why we use the passive. Okay, so stay tuned. Next week, the other video. Why another verb? Okay. So we were here. Leha'anik, to grant, hif'il. In the past tense, that would be he'enik. And now we have to come to the passive voice, and we have hu'anak. Okay? No, the passive Binyanim like pu'al and huf'al do not have an own infinitive. This is what it is. So this is how we make the mental route. Okay, we stay in passive, we take the active one, then we go to the past tense, and then we make the switch. Okay, so this is it. And where is the attention in this sentence? Well, here now the attention is on the event, not the object. It is the event of giving something to award something to somebody. This is where the attention is on. In any case, here it is not the person, so this is why we use the passive voice. It's a very different concept from English. I understand that. But languages are not used the same way and don't use all the same concept. Okay? So, summary of the whole story is you have to think of Hebrew, you have to think of the Binyanim like a camera lens. So, when we use the active voice, we're actually zooming in on the person. And when we use the passive voice, we are zooming in on the event. Okay, well, that is the whole summary. And I hope it was helpful. I hope you learned something. You find more resources on my website. And that question about why not to receive in the passive voice, that is going to be the next video. Okay? Okay, thanks for your attention. It was lovely seeing you, and I hope I see you in the next video. Neshikot, shalom.